Good day, my friends. Good day, and thank you for joining this stream. Not to mention, considering I had to kind of pull the plug yesterday and postpone things. So, welcome to a very special Thursday stream, not from Bend, Oregon. I actually ended up driving home a few days before I anticipated doing so. So I'm back here in the studio, and it's great to see some of you fine folks here in the chat. Hello, Sharks fan. What's up, Ronan, Crease, all you, Elias, all you good, fine people out there. Howdy, good day to you. And hopefully we have a nice little, yes, indeed, I'm already back. Yeah, a little bit sooner than I anticipated. Yeah, the Blackhawks in the playoffs, man. Hey, I called it. At the beginning of this year. I said the Hawks would be back in the playoffs. So there you go. I give myself some brownie points there. Of course, I didn't pick the Minnesota Wild or the Winnipeg Jets to make it, but hey, bakers can't be choosers. But yeah, what's up, Alan? Hello. I don't know if I've seen you here in this chat before. And Joel, unless that's Yoel, but I believe it's Joel. Hello, Riley. Greetings. How long was I in Oregon? 9 days, 10 days maybe, in Bend, in the center part of the state. That's a beautiful place, man. So beautiful. It was actually named one of the more overpriced housing markets in the past decade. Probably is now. A lot of people from where I live have moved up there, I think. But man, it is lovely. You're just surrounded in a forest, and there's a little bit of snow there, but not a whole lot. And it doesn't get too hot in the summer, which is nice. And man, just mountains, lovely, lovely mountains, and buttes, like actual kind of these round mountainous formations with a lot of rocks and stuff. But yeah, I look like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Raggy. Yeah. This is my first. That wouldn't be the first time that I've gotten that, by the way. But yeah, the Twist Brigade. Yes, Alan, you are now initiated into the Twist Brigade, a very special group of wonderful, excellent hockey fans and others. But yes, it's awesome to have you here. Yes, Joel. Actually, that was the name of my neighbor growing up. We would play a little bit of hockey in his driveway there. Of course, that's just like running around, floor hockey, essentially. So yeah, great friend of mine growing up. Want the Sabres to release the new Royal Blue jerseys. Hell yes. I cannot wait. And hopefully they remove the numbers from the front. I have a feeling they'll do that, though. Zoinks. I'm going to do this whole stream in imitation. So Scooby-Doo and a few other voices I like to impersonate. But yeah, what's up, Isaiah? Hello. Thank you for joining the stream. And thanks, guys, for taking the time out of your day. I'm sure you have other things going on in some way, shape, or form. Here's how you want the playoffs to be for Vegas next year. First round versus Stars. Stars. Interesting. Okay. Don't know if there's any sort of rivalry there, but you're probably just going for matchups here. So you would say Stars and then Oilers, Avalanche. Okay. So you'd have to get through some tenacious defense, and then through McJesus and Draisaitl, and then through, of course, all the great talent that Colorado's bringing up these days. The Predators and a cup final versus the Flyers. Well, at the beginning of this season, I said the Flyers would make it to the Stanley Cup. So even though I'm not a Flyers fan, I am sort of cheering for them this year. Kind of like I was for the Blues until they had to face the Sharks. And then I cheered for the Blues again. Then again, I would cheer for almost any team that was facing the Bruins. So I'm really happy that they won. But yeah. Oh, thanks, Adrian. I'm stoked to, reach another sort of mini milestone. Of course, in a sense, 750 is a little bit more of a milestone, in my opinion, because that means you're 3/4 of the way to 1,000. So who knows, man? I would hope that at least before next season we'll get to 1,000, maybe by the end of the summer. If I do a couple more like real good collaborations with other YouTubers out there. And speaking of which, guys, to let you in on, I did mention this in another video, but I do have one other Guess the Jersey video coming out, and that is with another YouTuber. So he has sent in his cryptic photos, and I don't know if he's done any other video recordings, that sort of thing. So hopefully maybe this weekend I will be shooting that. I'm also shooting a ton of jersey unboxings. I think I have 4 to unbox, if not 5, and from like all different places. And these are some killer jerseys I'm so excited about. So stay tuned for all of that good stuff. I would get monetized after 1,000 subs. That's right, Joel. The one thing though is that I need 4,000 public watch hours. So, in other words, basically, I need to make sure that I have enough watch time on my channel. So I'm hoping that I mean, look, guys, I'm not going to hold you to this, but if there's an opportunity for you to come back and maybe see some videos you hadn't watched before, or to like watch some of my other like history videos, like the arena history videos, for example. I certainly recommend that, of course. Of course, my production quality wasn't quite as good back then. And it's fun because I put out this Senators jersey unboxing today. But one of my first videos on the channel was a Sens jersey unboxing, probably like the 25th video I made or something like that. And it's come a long way since then. So yeah. What's up, Snooge? It's good to see you on here, Duder. How about a guess the jersey subscribers edition? Yes, that's a great point, Eustace. So with that said, I had told a couple of people who were interested in submitting their jerseys, subscribers, viewers on the channel. I said, well, maybe what I'll do is I will actually amalgamate and combine various submissions from around the community. So I'll probably put out a video on how to do that. And then that way we can actually get that going. That would be a terrific addition to the channel. And I appreciate the suggestion, of course. And hello, Paul. Greetings. Hey, man, you got some kick-ass jerseys. I'm really enjoying seeing your collection. That's a hell of a collection, especially for somebody based internationally. So cheers, dude. That's awesome. A big Vegas Golden Knights logo on my back. Oh, boy. If I get any other tattoos, I'll get a Minnesota Vikings one and maybe a San Francisco Giants one at some point too. But yeah. Yeah, thanks, Trevor. It was great, man. So peaceful there. It's just a beautiful part of the country. Really quiet. I had that fenced backyard for Cortana. Yeah, loved it. Absolutely loved it. But yeah, Tampa versus Vegas. That would be a fun finals. Absolutely. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, basically how these matchups might actually favor other teams that weren't doing quite as well as the favorites going into these playoffs. So teams that have rested and recovered. It'll be interesting to see if that's any sort of advantage for that. What's up, Ronan? Yeah, I got this guy. That's my stealth fin right there. Am I going to collaborate with Neil again? Great question, Alan. I sure as hell hope so. I'm sure that there's going to be some sort of opportunity. It might not come, tomorrow or next week or anything like that. But believe me, I will jump on any chance I can to work with Neil. I can't say enough about his channel and just how great it is interacting with him. So hopefully there's that. There are some other personalities out there that I haven't worked with yet that I would definitely be glad to, help out or bring on the channel. I a couple years ago, actually, one of the reasons why I was able to get a few subscribers in the first place was I had a couple of collaborations with Mike from not Top Shelf Hockey. Excuse me. I collaborated with him. I collaborated with Justin a little bit, Hands Down Hockey, with Gravity, Nathan, and I would love a chance to work with those guys again. But yeah, hey Garrett, greetings. Thanks for joining the stream. Yes, Garrett, the game issued jersey guru, if you will. And by the way, I apologize if I can't keep up with you in the comments, but of course you're welcome to repost something. Just give it some breathing room. So yeah, Columbus needs a cup, man. They, considering all the injuries they dealt with this year and where they are right now, how amazing would that be? I mean, could they actually build on the successes they had this year? I think of Tortorella, just the crusty barnacle of a coach he is, and the rallying cry that the players might have around something like that. I would love to see Columbus make a run, especially since I don't really have a horse in this race. I have teams that I'm cheering for, but I mean, I'll make Columbus one of them essentially. Yeah, 300 in total. Damn, son, that is epic. 300. That's a few months of rent right there. Yeah, Biz Nasty clap. There we go. So you know what I got to do for that? That would be the crown jewel of this channel. I have to do something with like the Pink Whitney vodka or something. or take that product or take something else that Biz talks about, turn it upside down and really just, kind of jump out of my skin, to really put something together that turns some heads. But hey, I'm here to entertain, definitely, especially since we don't really have actual hockey being played right now. I'm here to entertain. Are you not entertained? But yeah, and the Sabres and Coyotes need to make the playoffs again. Well, the Coyotes are in the playoffs, so that's good. But yeah, I expected a lot more from them this year, frankly. You want Calgary to take it all. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I would have a couple of great Calgary jerseys to wear, that's for sure. By the way, I like Hugs Riley. Hugs all the way. Ben H Sports is they're getting a shipment of the Sabres 50th anniversary. Oh, very nice. On Saturday. Damn. Way to stay in the loop, Crease. That's awesome. I'm not a huge fan of that particular jersey, although the detailing on the logo is fantastic. I am kind of kicking myself for not buying their Winter Classic jersey from 2 years ago, though. So that's kind of a maybe. The weird gap between those stripes, though, that really threw me off. But other than that, I love that jersey. Or if the team takes a design very similar to that and the white jersey that they will reissue, I guess, from decades past, I'll probably buy something like that. But yeah. Collab with Justin from Hands Down Hockey. Yeah, Justin's probably going to look for some, some fresh ideas when he gets back to talking about hockey. So there might be a possibility there. Say, hey, you're running 2 channels at once. How about I help you out with some content for your channel? But yeah, anybody is a Leafs fan? Do you hate the Bruins? You can recommend both of them. Yes. The 08 Winter Classic jersey. Oh, okay. That is a nice one. That's kind of one that gets a little overlooked, I guess. A Manitoba Moose jersey. Yes. Yeah, don't they? That is look at that. Look at that beaut right there. Uh-huh. I saw somebody selling a 20th anniversary Manitoba Moose jersey. If you're not familiar with it, it is in the kind of aviator blue color scheme. It's a white jersey, I think, with like maybe navy or aviator blue shoulders. And then it actually has the logo of when the team was the Minnesota Moose. And I saw that on eBay. Man, that thing looked awesome. Except it was like $300 Canadian. It was authentic. Yeah. Most people who aren't Bruins fans hate the Bruins. Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things where that's the team that I like the least in the Eastern Conference. And it's just kind of like they're always good. They're always winning. I'm kind of tired of them. It's kind of that thing. Yeah. San Jose Sharks trade Kevin LeBanc for Mrazek and a second-round pick. That could be a decent trade for San Jose. Mrazek, I like him as a spot starter or a split starter, not as a full-time starter, but I think that would give Jones actually some good competition. It's actually not a bad trade. I don't think that we could get that much in return necessarily for Kevin LeBanc. He has some upside, but man, he's wildly inconsistent. You wouldn't cheer for a team with a kicker on it. Who's the kicker? I don't know. Get a Newfoundland Growlers jersey. I was definitely kind of a fan when the Growlers came in because Ryan Clough, who grew up in Newfoundland, he played for the Sharks for a number of years. One of my favorite Sharks in franchise history. And so he was the head coach there initially. Oh, a liquor. I get it, Isaiah. Okay. Auto-correcting on that. I'm not a huge fan of their actual jerseys. I like their logo, but if they had some, something going on, the jerseys are a little plain to me, in my opinion. But if they did something else, issued an alternate, I would consider it. But yeah, add Dell or something to that trade. Carolina, they got just like, they don't really have like a franchise goaltender. It's just kind of like a revolving door, I guess. But it's worked for them in the last year, 2 years. Oh, Cortana, yes, she went to Oregon with me as well, and she was just running around, chasing squirrels. We were playing all kinds of fetch because I brought some great toys for her there. She loved it, absolutely. Yeah. So the Pacific Division champions for the second year. Yeah, but come on. Do you really want to put a banner in the rafters that says that? That's the thing. I'm glad that the Sharks haven't won a division. In one way, I am kind of glad they haven't won a division title because I don't want any more of those stupid banners. But yeah, you know what's crazy that people like wouldn't know off the top of their head? The last time the Sharks won the Pacific Division was 2011. So, there was that narrative, a decade ago that they were always so great in the regular season. Yeah, that's when they were winning the division championships. But in a lot of this, they've always been kind of middle of the pack, and in a lot of postseasons, they've been the lower seed. So the narrative's a little bit different than you might think. But yeah, anyway, the Knights are supposed to release their gold third jersey in September. Yeah, that might not happen due to the virus. Yeah, I mean, you can't make plans for stuff like that, because the world is so unpredictable now. By the way, guys, just to let you know, so I was planning to go at the latest until 12:30 today. I have a lot of work stuff to do, but yeah, maybe there's a chance we can extend to that far. But I'll let you know when I think we'll need to kind of wind things down. But yeah, that won't be for a little while. What if the Leafs had light blue jerseys? I mean, light blue. I'm definitely on the powder blue, aviator blue wagon. The St. Louis Blues retro alternate. Absolutely on that wagon. Pittsburgh Penguins 28 Winter Classic, their original 1969 jerseys. Absolutely. The Leafs, I don't know if I could imagine them doing that. Like a two-tone blue might look pretty good. I'd like to see them actually go with, this is going to be controversial, either a white or a green jersey with the original Maple Leafs logo that didn't have any text on it. Maybe put the text on the Leaf this time, but yeah, they should they should stretch it back, to like 90 years ago. You think the Knights should have a red third jersey? I mean, they certainly have their options, absolutely. Do the Hurricanes have a cup win? Yes, in 2006, they beat the Edmonton Oilers. The very sneaky good Edmonton Oilers made a crazy run. They came within one win. So yeah, that Hurricanes team, by the way, was amazing. I think they had was Ron Francis still on the team? He might have been. They had a young Eric Stahl who was insanely good. They had Rod Brindamore. They had, I think, was Mark Recchi part of that? Or am I just now blending everything together? But look at that 2006 roster for the Hurricanes. It was scary good, actually. And Cam Ward was playing out of his mind, absolutely. My favorite for the Cup this year, man, I really have fallen out of the loop there. I mean, the Flyers had so much momentum, and I picked them at the beginning of the season, so it's kind of like I'm biased toward saying that. I don't know. I want to say it's going to be another team that hasn't won the Cup in a long time or has to win their first Cup, not Vegas. So I will... trying to really dig it out here. I don't know. I think, by the way, I think Edmonton, while I don't think they'll win the Stanley Cup, I wouldn't be surprised if they won a couple rounds, actually. They have surprisingly a better defense than we credit them for. Black thirds, the Red Wings are unlikely, but could have a black third jersey. Yeah, it's kind of weird when you see black in their color scheme there. I would like to see the Red Wings have a new jersey. I would like to see one with it could still be red, but maybe with a good amount of silver in there. I think that would be kind of interesting. I really like how they, when they issued their 2017 Centennial Classic jerseys, a whole lot. Yes, that train is ridiculous. Yeah. Red Vegas would look ace with the alternate logo on the front. Yeah, I think that Bench Clearers actually has a concept right now for a tank like that. I think that looks good. Yeah, they certainly have their options with colors and whatnot. And that's what I've said before. I really like how in the Pacific Division, every team pretty much has a pretty unique color scheme. Not those colors don't really repeat themselves a whole lot among those teams in that division. So yeah, the Red Wings won't win a cup for years. Yeah, it's going to be a long time. I mean, they have a little bit to look forward to with Steve Yzerman as general manager. But yeah, they're a long way away from being even contending. I mean, considering you have, Boston's good every year. Toronto has the core already. Florida has the talent. They just haven't put it together. Tampa's a juggernaut. Montreal's kind of Jekyll and Hyde out there, though. But yeah, the Red Wings have a ways to go, I think. The Henderson Silver Knights logo. I did, yeah. That's a cool logo. I like it. I definitely like it. That's a fun compliment to the Golden Knights brand. So yeah, I do like that. Black Wild Third would be different. Yeah, definitely. You know what I want to see? I want to see a legit concept for hear me out on this. A black and green New Jersey Devils jersey. Yeah, black, because everybody says, like, why don't the Devils have a black jersey? That'd be so sick. And then green. Like a combination of something we haven't seen before and the roots of the team. I think that would be ridiculously wild. Absolutely. Yes. Montreal will win the cup in 2023. The Prophet Isaiah. Big pick. Yeah, that's right, Joel. So Henderson will be the Knights AHL affiliate. Oh, it's a great stream, hockey fan. Actually, it's a very good stream so far. More lively than I anticipated, given that it's the middle of the day here. But yeah. Do I hate Anaheim? No, I don't hate them. I mean, if they're really good and contending and they have, like a bitter clash with my Sharks, then yeah. I mean, right now it's Vegas just because, they've had our number and they're the best team. A few years ago it was LA. If LA was really good next year, then it would be LA again. If it was Anaheim again, then yeah, it's kind of like a revolving door between those three teams, as to kind of like who my bitterest rival is right at the moment. Anaheim, they haven't really been good for our last couple of years, but I'm sure that hatred will reignite at some point. But yeah, the Sharks will win the cup in 2051. Wow. My mom would literally be 100 years old. That's insane. Seattle has an AHL team in Palm Springs, and yes, they just jumped the little hurdle there because they're going to be the Palm Springs Firebirds. Now, that's interesting because I just thought about this yesterday. One of the finalists for the Seattle NHL team was the Firebirds. So, in other words, they will not be the Seattle Firebirds when they actually go into the NHL. So, they're designating that for Palm Springs. And that makes sense because, man, Palm Springs is effing hot. I think it's been hot here this week. No. In Palm Springs, it's probably 108 degrees right now. Hey, Google. Damn it. Let's see what Google says. Hey, Google. Google doesn't want to talk to me. It's okay. Speaking of which, gotta make sure that we don't have any fires to put out with work and whatnot. So I might be checking into that. Nick got a New Jersey. Hell yes. Brady, I do have a Devils jersey. I haven't worn it in a while. It's a Reebok red with Ilya Kovalchuk on it. But yeah, I need to get a second one. The next Devils jersey I get is, I'm almost entirely certain it will be the Adidas Christmas color one. I like the white version of that more than the red version. So yeah. You're going to Palm Springs. Okay. Wow. I hope you like heat, man. 105 is a high right now. Currently 102. Okay. Yeah. I do not know how anybody, I mean, you have to grow up in that environment or, there or Phoenix or Vegas even. I could freaking never, guys. But yeah. What's this? Is this a concept? Oh, Mr. Matt Bayer. Whoa. It's an Indo you paid $50 for. You got oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that, Nick. Damn. Look at this. Our very own Mr. Nick here. $50 he got himself an Indo Edge Rangers alternate. That is legit, my friend. Seattle is going to be the Sockeye or the Kraken. Yeah, I think that those were the two that were talked about most. How the hell do they not actually have the Sasquatch as a finalist? I don't get that. That makes no sense. If anything, they should be the Sasquatch. I also thought the Grinders was actually a really clever name too, but yeah. When I vlogged the Sharks playoff game and I had face paint, will you ever have that face paint again? Well, we got to get back in the playoffs first. But yeah, I'm actually thinking about doing like a fun tutorial on that sort of thing, like how to do war paint on your face. I think that would be fun. Also, I thought about maybe doing like a guide or a video on how to best groom your hockey hair. So yeah, that's also a possibility. Yeah, yeah. Nick with the the wheel snipe celly of a jersey pickup. And speaking of which, my friends, I have a ton of jerseys to unbox, but I'm not going to give anything away regarding what's the contents of that. You got another jersey concept, Nick? My goodness. Oh, whoa. That's an interesting one. So that's taking like the current red, but also infusing the colors of the past too. Interesting, dude. I've seen a couple of concepts out there. I would like to see that logo in red and then, red, sand, tan color and black. And that whole jersey should be in the current color scheme. I'd actually really like to see that. Because, yeah, I mean, the Kachina jersey, I like it, but that color scheme is not really a current color scheme at all. It's really a hot mess, in my opinion. But, yeah. Neil's jersey design contest. I did, yes. If the concepts that come in are anything like what he's been showing from the other artists out there on his channel, we're in for a real treat. Niklas Hjalmarsson. You got a red Canada Edge Blackhawks. Oh, nice. Oh, that's sick, dude. Damn. And it's with Hjalmarsson. So, I mean, I really like the numbers on that jersey. That they did a really good job on that. Yeah, the eyebrows have kind of a mind of their own. Seattle totems would be nice. I think it could be, but I kind of am reluctant to accept that, considering the Canucks kind of have that, native sort of imagery. I like Rainiers. I know it sounds kind of weird. The mascot itself is all right, though. Emeralds, I like that one too. Again, not the best mascot necessarily, but I think you could have a really sweet, like when I think of that, I think of something kind of like the Minnesota Wild script jersey, something really kind of retro and classic there. What's up, Super Lurf? You've been working on a concept for the contest. Nice. Seattle Undertakers. That's funny considering Seattle was built. I mean, if you've been to Seattle, or if you haven't been, you know that there was a huge earthquake, I think. And so you can actually go on a tour in downtown Seattle and they will take you underground where there are ruins of the old city. So in other words, Seattle is built on top of itself, which is super cool. The Kelowna Rockets game jersey. Yes, man. That's a fun one. Looks like something straight out of the 90s. Yeah. Navy green and silver. Oh, kind of like the Thunderbirds. Trevor, good question. Did mention I have a few jerseys to unbox. So, yeah. You listened to the podcast the other night. It was awesome to learn about how I got into hockey. Oh, thank you very much. And, everybody's got a really unique story, especially if you don't grow up in a traditional market or, somewhere that's like a hockey climate. And, I'm curious to maybe do that podcast every now and then, maybe every 2 weeks or something like that. But yeah, get Henrik Lundqvist on the jersey. Yeah, I think it'll look like it's in need, I think, of some numbers, definitely. Well, the Senators rebrand. I did speak about that a little bit in my video today. I mean, they're supposed to. The thing is that those who had mentioned that in the front office, those people aren't even working there anymore. But yeah, I think so. They need to wait until they get a little bit more competitive. Maybe once a couple of those draft picks that they're going to have, start making appearances in the NHL, and then that'll probably be the right time. I don't think they'll do that this coming season, but maybe the season after, or 2022 or something like that. Hey there, Zane. Welcome. Is Chara retiring soon? Well, if the Bruins got knocked out in the first round, let's just say that they do. Okay, he'll come back for another year. I think he'll feel fresh enough. I think. Your PS4 account got hacked? No! Oh, dude, I'm so sorry to hear about that. Shit. Come on, guys. Now's not the time to be hacking into other people's accounts. That sucks. Chara has one more year on his contract. Oh, wow. The Chris Chelios of today, really. Or the Matt Cullen, actually. I think, yeah, because Chara's 43, I think. And Matt Cullen was 43 when he retired as well, as was Mark Recchi. I love talking about Mark Recchi because even though I didn't really watch him, he was playing mostly when I wasn't watching hockey. Just an amazing career, one that really needs to be, I think, propped up more. You're in phase 2 out of 3. Okay, yeah, phase 2. Yeah, I think a lot of places now in the country are phase 2. Whatever it was, try to use your bank account. Oh, shit. I hope that you're able to put a freeze on your accounts or on your actual credit cards, man. Do I collect patches for my jerseys? Not yet. That's a great question, Paul. So while I haven't done that so much, if you just give me one moment. Whoop. I think at some point I will. One thing I'd like to get into is being able to actually customize my jerseys myself, not necessarily stitch the numbers on, but, logo, like other patches and stuff like that. I'd like to be able to do that ideally. This is one that I recently got. It's the 1995 All-Star Game patch that didn't happen. It was going to be in San Jose, but obviously there was a lockout that year. But yeah, you can still find these patches. So I think this would be kind of fun to like sew onto a jersey. I've sewn on like 2 patches in my life because like band patches, but yeah, this is something that it's pretty fun to have in your collection. And then of course the All-Star Game was held in San Jose in 1997. Yes. Giraffe neck Chara. Hey now, you got something against people with giraffe necks? Literally, I was in a video years ago. And like one of the comment that I remember the most was somebody said I had the longest neck they had ever seen. Of course, see, my hair was short back then. So right now my hair covers up a lot of my neck. So you don't really see how long it is. But yeah. A dog cam. Yes. Yes, you can. My apartment or my bedroom here isn't very flattering, but let me see. Oh God. Here we go. There she is. Such a good girl. There we go. Okay, there we go. There's Cortana. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, she's my bestest friend, no doubt. No doubt. No diggity. All y'all people hitting me up on the Instagrams. Oh, snap. Whoa, somebody's doing giving me jersey concepts. Who dat? Whoa. Whoa. Dang, what is all this great? Oh, Crease, what's up? What's up? I'm sorry if I didn't reply to your messages earlier. Sometimes, like, I don't always get Instagram notifications. I do get a lot of messages on there, so apologies. But yeah, wow, you got some cool stuff on here. You got the old Nordiques. I think I did show this off in the stream. This is sick. I love this. This looks great. That'd be so cool. I mean, Adidas would be super smart to put out just a bunch of random jerseys like that, even if they don't get used in games. I think that they would make a decent amount of money off of that. All right, let's look at your concepts here. Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what? This is pretty cool. But for some reason, I can't zoom in. But there we go. We got a Blackhawks. There we go. So the white version of their Winter Classic. Ooh, look at this Dallas Stars. I like this more than the away jerseys they have right now. Mostly because the collar on those is terrible. This one looks much more cleaned up, though. I just wish that this jersey had a couple more arm stripes in it just to fill things out some more. Ooh, look at this. This is fire right here. Oh, man, take my money. Take my freaking money with the blue shoulders. Hell yeah, I love that. You got the stripes down the sleeve there. Oh, man, those are all winners, dude. Those are all freaking winners. Yeah. How was the trip? Oh, the trip was great. I wish that I really didn't do much, honestly, guys, and which sucks because, when you're in the mountains like that, I mean, there are so many places to hike, and there's still a lot of snow on some of those mountains too. I could have gone kayaking or swimming or something like that. I didn't do anything like that, but that's in part because I'm still working. It's not a vacation; it's just kind of a retreat for me. But I will definitely be going back there at some point. Hell, I just felt felt so much more at peace, of course. But yeah. All right. Anyway, do the St. Louis Blues trumpet jersey that they never wore. Man, that might be the biggest abomination of any sort of jersey that has ever been designed in sports, period. It might be. Excuse me. The Igloo logo. Oh, yeah. Nordiques Igloo. Heck yeah. The song that I did was funny. Thank you. I would like to do more of those, guys. They take a lot of time. I'm not like the most skilled when it comes to actually being able to play and sing at the same time. So I actually had a couple of different snippets there. God, I would love to keep going with that. If this was my full-time job, then I would have time to actually make more songs like that. And I would certainly take them up. Absolutely. You don't like the blue retro third jersey? Interesting. Well, it's your opinion. That's why jerseys keep changing, because people have differing opinions. So ain't nothing wrong with that. You folks are just the chattiest today, aren't you? Look at that. Look at that. I love the black collar on this. You put the tomahawks down there. That's cool. What if you put the numbers on the shoulders, though? That would be interesting. I don't think the Hawks ever really did that, did they? You got some more for me here, Crease? Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, you want to share some more with me after the stream or whatever. Happy to take a look at that. Oh, I'm getting blown up at work. Hooray. Guess what, guys? I marked on my calendar that I'm doing a stream right now, so don't bother me. No, it's all right. She's cool. Actually, probably one of my favorite people to work with there. So we'll take care of that later on. Prank one NHL player. I don't know, PK Subban. By the way, PK, did you see that he is donating like $50,000? I can't remember which charity it is or which community it is. So, right, but obviously I think it's something to do with building better programs, like hockey programs or recreational programs for underprivileged youth and whatnot. So I thought that was awesome. And then the league is matching that donation. So that's $100,000 right there. So as soon as I saw that, I took out my PK jersey and I've got it hanging up in my downstairs. So what he did there was super sick. You would prank Brad Marchand. Marchand's kind of one of those guys where, you think he's such a prick on the ice, but off the ice, he actually might be, pretty fun to be around. I don't know. I like that. Even though he knows that he's hated, he actually enjoys it, Plus, he's got a little daughter, and she's so cute. But yeah. Oh, blue line chance scores. What's that call? That's not Steve Yzerman, is it? I don't. Which is funny because Gretzky couldn't corral the puck when he was on St. Louis, and then Steve Yzerman just took it and he's just like, dude, shoots it from like center ice or something like that. Amazing. You'd prank Ryan Reeves? Oh yeah, yeah. If you're a fan of the Golden Knights, like you'd prank him or Fleury, or you'd have Fleury prank Reeves. I thought about this the other day too. I know that Subban is your favorite defenseman in the league. He's a cool dude. I thought to myself, Evander Kane has been, making some appearances and speaking out. Most notably this past week, I thought to myself, what if he and Reeves came on together? How awesome would that be? But yeah. Oh, you're right, Lauren. I think you're right that they are donating to the fund for George Floyd's daughter. I think you're right. I think that's raised like a few $100,000 already. So yeah, Steve Yzerman, Detroit wins. Oh, I love that call too. Gary Thorne. I don't really know how he was with play-by-play. I thought he was good, but his goal calls, I get I get chills. Like I just got a little bit of a chill right now. I get goosebumps with those calls. Unbelievable. Just one of the best voices I've ever heard for sports. But yeah, you'd prank Drew Doughty because of the fit he would do. Doc is your favorite. Yeah, very, very different styles too. Yeah, you have a friend who was supposed to go to the last 3 Vegas home games. I had, I think, 2 or 3 more Sharks games left. But I mean, I'm sure Vegas has probably done something like this where they, put some of that as a credit toward next season. So that's what the Sharks are doing with me. Jim Houston. I like Jim Houston a lot too. I really do. Yeah. Pat and Eddie for the Hawks. You missed Thorne and Clement on commentary. Yeah, man. I mean, it's just, oh god, those are my guys, right? Hire Fleury, he'd prank the whole league in under an hour. Probably would. Greetings from Germany. Oh, well, guten Abend. Thank you for joining. That's awesome, man. I hope everything is safe over there. I don't know if Germany is, opening up businesses and economy and whatnot, but I think they control the situation really well. Ice hockey is the nice hockey. You went to a Knights versus Ducks game. Recorded the intro. Oh, cool. That's a great way to get views, by the way. People love watching the intros for teams a lot. Goal horns. That's another one. Absolutely. Well, yeah, Don Cherry, you miss the bravado. He's a personality that nobody else can mimic in hockey. So that's all I'll say there. Grew up with Doc. I mean, Doc, he's kind of like the Vin Scully of hockey. Vin Scully, if anybody watches baseball, the cadence, he's methodical. His language, even, it's something that is really hard to mimic. It's unique. It's not my favorite, I'll be honest, but I think he's, the talent and developing that does not happen overnight. That doesn't happen in your first 10 seasons as a broadcaster, I would imagine. You would prank Joe Thornton? What would you do? Hide in his beard? Oh yeah, then again, I think he shaved his beard. Edmonton has the best goal horn. I'm not familiar with that many goal horns. As long as it's not the Kings. That thing's annoying as hell. Yeah, you never watched the Dodgers, but you loved listening to Vin. Yeah. And you know what I love to say? Vin Scully, he grew up as a Giants fan. So he actually likes the Giants. Kiss the rings. Bob Cole is your favorite because he's a Newfie. Oh, right on. Man, I do have a few people from Newfoundland watching my channel. That's awesome. How about pranking Tuukka Rask? I don't know too much about Tuukka. He seems a little I don't know. Not the most lively of people, but I don't know. What is my opinion on Leon Bergman? Oh, I didn't get to see him enough, honestly. He didn't do enough where he didn't do so much for the Sharks, but he didn't get to play too much. So when he was signed with the Sharks, there was some decent hype around him, but I don't think that he has had enough time, in the NHL to actually make a real decision or judgment on him. I'm sorry, that's the worst response I can give. But yeah, I haven't seen enough of Bergman, frankly. If I evaluate the Sharks' young players, my favorite from this past season was Joel Shellman from Sweden. I think he was the only forward out of the young group that I think should play on the roster next year. And Mario Ferraro for defenseman. But yeah. Yeah, Tuukka seems... I mean, a lot of goalies have a mean streak, right? You just have to, face wash them, or you have to just kind of like poke at their pads enough, and then it's like they're a totally different person. You would gorilla glue his stick to his mask? Boy, that's not very nice. If Doc Emmerich was in WWE, oh, that's all I need to say. You would prank Brendan Gallagher. If your favorite call of all time is, for some people, it takes a lifetime to win the cup, and for others, a lifetime isn't enough. You've done it, Lanny. You've done it. That's a sick call. I don't think I've ever heard that, but I would like to listen to that. I take it that's Bob Cole. If Canada was a hub city, or got a hub city, excuse me, which one do you think it would be? Here in Vancouver, we're opening a lot now. Okay. But I don't know. People in Vancouver can get pretty angry if their team doesn't win. I would think it would be somewhere that, well, then again, you don't need to accommodate that many people into the city. I mean, personally, I would like to see the hub city I'd like to see a team that didn't make the playoffs. I would rather see them get to host, frankly. I don't like the advantage it gives other teams. Or maybe if Vancouver hosted, I think that the Eastern teams should play in Vancouver. And the Western teams would play in, I don't know, Florida or something. But that's just my opinion. Put shaving cream in over skates. Oh, God. Vegas needs a captain? You think it should be Patch Ready? Okay, well, he has had captaining experience, of course. Stone, maybe? He's a great player, obviously. But Patch Ready, possibly. I mean, I don't know why they never made Englund the captain, but I don't know if he's going to play for them next year necessarily. Go Jets. Man, Jets, they got back in the playoffs. That's insane. I didn't think they would get anywhere near it. 49 years of frustration. Nice. Yeah. Oh, come on. What about when Ray Bourque won the Stanley Cup? That is a call to remember. Or Sam Rosen for the Rangers, too. He's like, for the first time I don't know. And this one will last a lifetime. I remember him saying that, but yeah. See here. Wait a minute. I'm probably behind on messages. So pardon me for that. Wait. See, I'm already I'm already a senior when it comes to operating social media. I'm terrible with this, guys. One day I'll actually have somebody run my social media for me. Now that makes sense, Nick. Yeah. Alrighty. The NHL should have had the Oilers and Flames play a playoff game. Yeah. You know you want to see it. That's good. Your dad gets to go back to work. People want to work. People want to, get out and interact with people. And, it's definitely different working from home all this time. But yeah. Crease, that is coming up soon. I actually have to pick that up from FedEx today, I think. But yeah, it's here somewhat. But yeah. Check Bill Gothard into the boards and run him over with a Zamboni. I don't know what the hell that's from. That's an interesting one, though. Do I play the EA Sports NHL games? Yes, I do. A couple of times on the channel, I have matched it up against the viewers and subscribers here. So we'll have another stream like that where you guys can play against me and kick my ass. And yeah, I'd be happy to do that, in another stream, probably a Wednesday night stream or something like that. First time the Battle of Alberta went to the playoffs since 1990. Damn, that's 30 years ago. That's insane. Well, thanks, Adrian. That's kind of you to offer. I mean, I think I've got it under control now. But I'm saying I'm saying if we get to 10,000 or something like that, then maybe I bring somebody on. All right, Joel. Hey, thanks for hopping in here. It's been nice chatting with you. England is a little old for the captain. Well, I mean, if you're looking for somebody who leads on the ice and off the ice, then maybe you're right. I like the veteran presence for a captain. The NHL just announced some finishing touches of how the playoff format will go. Yeah, see, I haven't been following because I'm just waiting for everything to be finalized, announced, scheduled, everything. Then I can get into it a little bit. It really sucks when your team is not in the playoffs and there's been this big gap in play. Because yeah, it's I've got nothing going on with these playoffs, frankly. But I will watch them at some point. But yeah. NHL Slapshot is the best NHL video game, period. What era was that from? Was that, what console was that on? 2014 bracket, right? It's going to be the Arizona Coyotes versus the... I don't know. New York Islanders in the Stanley Cup Finals. When Char retires, Bergeron should be the new captain. Yeah, I think that would make sense. NHL Slapshot was on the Wii. Ah, okay. That's why I'm not familiar with it. I didn't have a Wii. I mean, I had a Wii before coming onto the stream, of course. So I had a stream before I came onto the stream. Yeah. Was Slapshot the one where the Wiimote was the stick? That's what it sounds like to me. Yeah, I would love to have more video content around hockey video games, looking at the history of hockey video games. I think there are some videos out there already on YouTube, so I'd have to figure out how to do it a little differently. But that'd be kind of entertaining. Like NHL Hits, for example, Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey, Blades of Steel, all that good stuff. Elijah. Hey there, Elijah. If Marc-Andre Fleury was a Power Ranger, what Ranger would he be? The Gold Ranger? Dark horse pick for the Cup is Philly versus Dallas. Now, I like that crease in that if somebody like a Rope Hintz gets hot for the Stars, they just need somebody who's not Tyler Seguin to score a little bit more, because defensively and goaltending-wise, they are just rock solid. And a hot goaltender can ride you all the way to the Cup Finals, whether that is Bishop or Hudobin. So, yeah, in Europe, the most leagues canceled because of coronavirus. Yeah. So even if you can, go outside and shop or go to a bar or something or a pub, you still can't watch sports. Yeah, but you got the Bundesliga, so that is something. Iggy. What about Iginla? I don't know. I've got an Iginla jersey. I think it's in my closet in the other room, but yeah. Fleury would be a Blue Ranger. Interesting. The cover of NHL 21. Let's see. How about this? How about you have Draisaitl and Kachuk? No, Cassian and Kachuk. Pasternak. No, wait. Has Pasternak been on the cover yet? I'm terrible at naming these guys. Maybe Pasternak? I don't know. Barkov? Let's put somebody else on there who hasn't been on there before. Crosby called for the puck 20. I get you, Lauren. Okay. God, that was an amazing game. Of course, it was a painful defeat, but damn, that was a good ass game. Milan Lucic. If Connor Hellebuck doesn't win the Vezina, you'll have to destroy something, flip a table or something. You can destroy me in NHL 20. That way, nothing gets destroyed, actually. Wild Bill on the cover. Pasternak or McKinnon. Yeah, McKinnon, man. That's a good point. Nathan McKinnon's one of my favorite players to watch. Absolutely. So we've been live for almost an hour here. I'm thinking we'll probably wrap up closer to like 12:15 or so. Just kind of feeling things out a little bit here. You root for the Russian national team, so you're used to third or fourth place. Yeah, how has Russia, in like IIHF, have they been winning championships or anything like that? Seems like they've kind of been in a little bit of a lull. Water King, hello. Welcome to the stream. Gaudreau, Kachuk, or Monahan on the cover. How about a three-headed monster of those guys? Snoop Dogg should be on the cover. He's a big hockey fan. Yeah, but he can't choose between the Ducks or the Kings. I've seen him in both jerseys. You should wear a Sharks jersey. Snoop Dogg, hell yeah. Make him a playable character. I want to start my Snoop impersonation, but I don't think that would go over so well because I'd probably say a lot of things that could get me canceled on here. I don't know. Like, hey man, yo, let's go into the locker room at intermission. Toke up some of that good. I don't know. By the way, Snoop Dogg, I've seen him, I think 3 times in concert, at least twice. Yeah, I do enjoy some Snoop Dogg. So for the people on the East Coast where it's 3 o'clock, what time does 12:15 translate to? Russia's been really good. Not good enough to beat USA or Canada. Yeah, US juniors are like really good these days, aren't they? Usually on the level of Finland or Sweden. Yeah, Finland's that team that, usually they don't get hyped up as much as obviously Canada, sometimes Russia, Sweden, even the States at times, but they always win. They know how to play as a team as good as anybody else, pretty much. All right, Adrian, I thank you for joining. Go Jets. Go Moose. Catch you later, buddy. Nice Snoop Dogg voice. I got work to do. I mean, if I'm going to impersonate Snoop Dogg, I'll be like dropping some lyrics, G's and hustlers and all that good stuff. Yeah. Think about the Bruins versus Leafs rivalry. It's one-sided. I'll start out with that. I mean, it's interesting because I was talking to my friend who's a Leafs fan. He grew up in the area, and he was saying like, there's really no hatred between the Leafs and one team constantly. It kind of changes a little bit, but it's never like super intense, like with the Habs or the Senators even. But yeah, right now it's the Bruins. But as soon as one of those teams isn't that good, then yeah, it'll die down pretty immediately. Snoop Dogg is a playable character. Oh, I sit corrected. All right, Paul. Have a good night. Stay safe out there. And looking forward to more of your pictures on on Instagram. No doubt. No doubt, no diggity. It's like, man, I just deked you out of your skates, man. All right, I'll stop with the Snoop. I'm gonna definitely bump some Snoop after this, though. Still got 14 people in the chat. You guys are very, very dedicated here. I appreciate that. And that's what I appreciate about you. Blackhawks and Blues always hate each other. Yeah, that seems pretty constant for sure. Just like the Rangers and Islanders, I imagine. Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, what bitter rivalries could emerge in the playoffs? Like, if the Oilers and the Flames met, obviously that would, right? Hey, the Blues and the Blackhawks could play each other in the playoffs, I guess. Who else out there? What would be another really like bitter rivalry for playoff hockey this year? Bruins and Leafs, of course. Penguins, Capitals. That's another possible one, of course. What am I seeing here, Mr. Nick? Yes. I have seen that one a lot. Oh, shoot. And I can get $10 off of this. I've seen that on sale, Nick, for like $60 or no, $60 including shipping. But there's another Penguins jersey that I am after instead. I mean, I like this one, okay, but I want to get. I had a chance to get it, and I totally screwed up and didn't pull the trigger. It was like a CCM vintage, like early 1980s, like 1984, 85, yellow with Mario Lemieux on it. I want to get a yellow one, but not the one that they wear now. I don't like that. Minnesota and Vancouver, that would be a playoff rivalry. Oh, you betcha? That'd be interesting, I guess. Well, I'll be cheering for Minnesota a little bit. Blackhawks in Nashville. I don't think I've ever heard you use the word Nashville. It's always Trashville. Tampa, Columbus. Oh yeah, that would be a great sort of rematch. You know what would be hilarious? If Tampa went up 3-0 in the series and then Columbus reverse swept them. Use a Tesla Cybertruck as a moving target for Slapshot. The more damage you do, the more points you score. I've never even heard of a Cybertruck. Bring back the Robo Penguin. Yes. Calgary, Winnipeg is a rivalry. Interesting. Minnesota, Colorado. Yeah, I've heard that one before. Yeah. I don't think I've ever really seen it like get ferocious. I've seen the mascots appear in like videos together though. They're pretty funny. And yeah, Crease, I'm right there with you. I do miss the Red Wings Blackhawks. I miss the Red Wings being in the Western Conference a ton because they left right when the Sharks and the Red Wings had like almost a perennial clash in the playoffs. So that was a good rivalry back then too. So the Western Canadian teams are rivals among each other. Interesting. And NHL screwed up Chicago and Detroit. Yeah. Heller's girl. Excuse me. Sorry. Drink that water too fast. Okay. As a Lightning fan, I didn't even know you were a Tampa fan. I could not handle the shame if you lost to Columbus again. I wouldn't blame you, dude. That would be the worst team to lose to, probably. By the way, I went to a Lightning game, at Amalie Arena 2 years ago. Had a lot of fun, man. Really friendly fans. It was cool because it was half Lightning, half Maple Leafs, and obviously they're like the same colors. So yeah, I just had a really good time at that game. Blackhawks and Red Wings should always be in the same division. Yeah, I mean, like, why? There are enough original six teams in the Atlantic, you know? That's why, really, the Coyotes. So Seattle comes in. The Coyotes, instead of going to the Central, they should go move to Quebec. And then of course the Red Wings would come back to the Central Division. That would be perfect. That's the dream scenario there, guys. Any chance, any crackpot NHL series? 2002 never happened. A collective fever dream, and the Wings never won the cup. Would they have ever won the cup then in 2008 then if they didn't win in 02? Calgary did get screwed in 2004. Yeah. I would, and sorry, Lauren, but or to any Flames fans out there, but I was totally cheering for Tampa in that series. Scott, he's got another one. Fedotenko. Or the Game 6 goal. Scott, Game 7, Martin St. Louis. We are going back to Tampa Bay. I love that one. Yeah. Oh, hot take. Howdy, bud. What's up, John? Thanks for joining the stream. NHL should have a team in Japan or Ireland. How about both? Let's get global with this, man. Ireland isn't that far away. Hey, put a team in Iceland. How about that? Bring back the Maple Leafs and Red Wings to the West and give the East Nashville and Dallas. Oh, Nick. The 2004 series was chock full of great calls. Heck yeah. You're a fan of all the Canadian teams except Montreal. Wait, so I'm sorry. Okay, the last time a Canadian team was in the finals was, I think, Vancouver in 2011, right? Yeah. That's crazy, man. It's been almost a decade since a Canadian team was in the finals. It's been 27 years since a Canadian team won the Stanley Cup. Think about that. 27 years. Man. I mean, there's a good chance that if a Canadian team makes the finals, I'll root for them. There's a decent chance. I mean, obviously, I'm not Canadian, but come on, I gotta give those fans something to celebrate. Limerick Wildcats, Osaka Wolfpack. Interesting. I like the mascots, man. 6 centuries since the Leafs won. 6 decades, right? Yeah. Well, almost 6. Yeah. Oh, John, I got to watch your Max Kellerman video. Your thumbnail is great, by the way. It looks like you're actually talking to him on the show. So I want to tune into that because I haven't actually seen the context around Kellerman's comments about the NHL. So yeah, take a coronavirus and hook/cross check that bastard into the boards. I just threw in a little bit of my own off cuff commentary there. Okay, Riley, that makes sense, man. You'll root for any Canadian team that isn't the Flames. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's at least nice. You got what? Elias, we hit 700. So with 50 more, we will get to the 3/4 to 1,000 mark. Let's hope that comes, I don't know, maybe end of the month. If I get some good content out there, we'll see. You would destroy COVID with a puck to the nuts. I don't think COVID has any nuts, man. Thanks, John. Yeah, I mean, I don't really see a reason to root against a Canadian team this year. The only reason why I would is if, for example, if it were the Canadiens against the Wild, I'd probably pull for the Wild. If it were the Leafs, no wait, yeah, if the Panthers went up against the Oilers, I would cheer for the Panthers. Something kind of like that. Because I guess if I have a favorite team, if I could get my dream matchup, I don't know if it's my dream matchup, but the 2 teams that I'd root for the most are probably the Wild and the Panthers, or the Coyotes and the Panthers, probably. Yeah, Max Kellerman is a total joke. If Bob Probert come out of the grave, he'd beat the crap out of him. If Gordie Howe would come out of the grave, he would beat the crap out of Kellerman. For some reason, after you mentioned that comment about COVID, I just think of Eric Cartman. I'd be like,
Kevin, if I can base it, and you, me, then I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna kick you square in the nuts. You respect my authority.
Yeah. Kellerman works for ESPN. His opinions are invalid. Yeah. It's been a long time since I really watched ESPN. I mean, they don't cover hockey. What's the point? You want to watch Mel Kiper talk about, draft picks for like 10 hours a week? Give me a break. Well, thanks, Alan. Yeah, obviously the collaboration with Neil. I was at like how many was I at then? I was past 500. I think I was at 525 roughly, and then in 3 days it was like 640 or something ridiculous like that. So yeah, that's what happens. So a collaboration is that would certainly help, move me along further. But as much as I really want that, it's about making sure that what I still put out on this channel is still kind of like, what you guys are used to seeing. I'm not going to talk about, my draft predictions because I don't know anything about the draft. So if I do a collaboration, it's going to be something that plays to my strengths. It's not going to be something that, that I know will get me a lot of viewers that I don't know a damn thing about. But yeah. Kellerman would rather talk about what LeBron had for breakfast. Kellerman would probably rather talk about what LeBron tweeted when he got off the toilet, frankly. Seconds ago, the NHL has announced more details about the playoff format. So apparently I need to tune into this a little bit more. Joel is back. He's back in the saddle again. What do we got here? Ooh, wait. This is cool. Who is that? I'm trying to find this here. Nick. I don't even know who that player is because number 8, Dominic Kubalik. That's made out of steel. It's a steel card. That's cool. Usually they're what? Aluminum? Aluminium. NHL confirmed reseeding. Okay. Reseeding. So that's something that we don't get very often now, do we? It'll be interesting. T-Money's back in the saddle again. Dominic Kubalik won the rookie scoring race. 30 goals. Damn. A 7th round draft pick. Holy poop on a stick. That's crazy. 7th round draft pick. I know a thing or two about those. Joe Pavelski. Pecorine. There are a lot of good players who were 7th round draft picks. T-Money. An all Nickelodeon team? Okay. Let's lay it down. Center position for the all Nickelodeon team. All right. We're going to go with Hey Arnold. Hey freaking Arnold. Boom. Flanked to his left, we got Clarissa from Clarissa Explains It All. Yeah, I'm really dating myself here, guys. If anybody ever watched that show. And on the right wing, we've got Kel from Keenan and Kel. You know what I'm saying? Just give him some orange soda on the bench. Then on defense, let's see. We got Ickes. Ickes from Real Monsters with the big freaking ears. We got him on defense, and he'll play left D. And on right D, we got to get Patty Mayonnaise. She's the Eric Carlson on the ice right there. Patty Mayonnaise for sure. And in goal, we've got a tandem of Daggett and Norbert from Angry Beavers. Cat dog motherfuckers. No. Don't remind you about Joe Pavelski. I know. I miss you too, Babs. I do, actually. Crimson Chin and Net. I don't even know who that is. Danny Phantom in there somewhere. Yeah. I have no idea who these characters are. That'd be actually really fun to just have like a series where you're basically saying like, all right, here is an NHL team comprised of artists from classic rock bands, comprised of Nicktoons or Disney characters or something like that. Yeah. The good Disney cartoon. Oh yeah, there we go. Absolutely, man. Piglet's definitely going on my right wing. I'm telling you that. Get Beast out there. Beast is your enforcer. He's your Scott Stevens out there. He'll goof someone's day up. Or how about like take other athletes and put them on a hockey team? So like LeBron James is your power forward, something just ridiculous like that, right? That'd be sweet. Goofy and gorge. SpongeBob on left wing. So reseeding for the playoffs. Yeah, I'm interested to see what this means. You know, how that affects the bracket, of course. But then again, we don't even know what the seeding is for the top 4 teams in each conference. So there's a lot to be determined, my friends. Absolutely. Goofy has the personality of an average goalie. Gordon Ramsay, this is easy test. Okay, so now we do like reality or Food Network personalities. Gordon Ramsay is your center. I don't know. Paula Dean at left wing. Anyone follow? I don't crease. Unfortunately, I don't. Donald Duck is an enforcer. My life is a teenage robot. I don't. I remember The Journey of Alan Strange and Are You Afraid of the Dark? Like straight up OG right there. And Hey Dude and Salute Your Shorts. That is one of the best shows ever. Absolutely. Cousin Skeeter. Stewie Griffin? Stewie as Stewie on defense. Whew. Stewie will be your Miro Haskinen out there. Power Rangers team. But you got to put the Power Rangers and the villains too, right? Like Goldar has to be in goal or like a defenseman or something. Go Winterhawks, go Otters, and Armada. Those are your WHL teams. Winterhawks, I can definitely be a fan of them. Patrick Marleau played for them, and technically, the Winterhawks are the closest team to me. So, maybe. Train hasn't passed much today. You know, it's not running as often these days, and during the middle of the day, it doesn't run too often. Lois is a third line winger. Lois. God, a Family Guy roster, South Park roster. Got to get a South Park roster in there. Absolutely. Starting goaltender, we got Mr. Mankey. Nah. Chef is power forward. Hell yeah. Jalen Ramsey. Oh, not Gordon Ramsay. A Food Network hockey team. Let's do it. But they hate Canadians. Yeah, unfortunately. Quagmire's goalie. What would he do? Just stick his neck out to save the puck? He'd be like, giggity. Hey, I made a save. Oh, God. Pavelski played on the Waterloo Blackhawks. Yeah, I don't even think I know about that. Anyone follow the KHL? Go Red Star. Is that Kunlun Red Star? I don't really have a team. If anybody in the KHL, I would go for maybe Sochi. I think Sergei Zubov is the coach there, or at least he has been. And Sergei Zubov is one of my favorites. Harry Potter hockey team. Yes. Harry Potter hockey team. Hagrid. Put Hagrid as the goaltender. Heck yeah. No, Ron's got to be the keeper. We know how good Ron is at that. The old captain from your town's ACHL team left and now plays for the Reds. Oh, that's cool. How about a Letterkenny hockey team? Definitely have to have that on there. For anybody who watches Letterkenny, I already know. Yeah. All right. John, I appreciate you tuning in here. Hope everything's good with you. I'll definitely watch your Max Kellerman video, and I will talk to you soon. McGonagall is captain, or is captain? All right, no, I'd put McGonagall as the coach. I think she'd be a kick-ass coach, frankly. Sirius Black, rocking right wing, probably. Yeah, it's one of the best ways I could play hooky from work, I will say. Good folks out there. Man, I'm getting kind of hungry too. Gotta give me some comida. Voldemort is an enforcer. Yeah, he wouldn't even fight. He would just have to, like... Crucio. Knowing YouTube, that would probably get me banned. Hagrid is lefty. He would... Scott Stevens. That's true. Except, like, he wouldn't even have to hit anybody. Because players would fall over just from trying to hit into him. Dobby is a lefty. I'm having too much fun with this. We're having too much fun with this. Dementors is referee. I actually like that one. That one's pretty good. Sorry for anybody who doesn't watch or follow or like Harry Potter. I'm just having some fun here. Oh boy. Harry is the coach. That's a little different. Let's see. Are there any other tweets or posts or anything like that I've neglected, folks? If that is the case, I am dreadfully sorry. But yeah. Action movie. Oh yes, we need a Broforce. You are totally right, Windy City, Mr. Nick. Yes. So here's what we're going to do for the action team. You've got me, Arnold, as the head coach. And you got to put Sylvester Stallone out there. Absolutely. Yeah. You need some like Jean-Claude Van Damme on defense. You need Bruce Lee out there, frankly. Bruce freaking Lee. He'll be your Martin St. Louis. Oh, an all rapper team? Star Wars hockey team? Oh, Bruce Willis. Yeah, Bruce Willis, absolutely. Star Wars hockey team, man, that would be too much fun. Yeah, Mr. T. Yeah. By the way, there's a great indie game out there called Broforce. I don't know if they made a second one. It's made from developers from Australia or South Africa, and they have like all these action stars in it. It's so funny. Anyway, Overwatch hockey team. That's kind of where I'm gonna jump off the wagon. I didn't really play Overwatch much. Roadhog is your goalie. That's not fair. He could score. He could probably like score a goal. He'd probably score like 15 goals a year. Star Wars hockey team, though, that would be so legit. I love that website, geekyjerseys.com. Sorry. Seattle NHL team is the Scorpions. That'd rock me like a hurricane. JVD at right wing, Arnie at center, left wing. Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. That would be an awesome defensive pairing. Oh, God. No, Riley. Say no more. Dumbledore's coach for Ronan. Oh, yeah. That's probably good. McGonagall could be on the coaching staff, though. Maybe general manager. It's got to be the Kraken. Absolutely. Ray is a healthy. Ray and Kylo Ren is healthy scratches. That's funny. Yeah, man. I don't know if I'd put anyone else. Poe Dameron. Poe Dameron's, I guess, he's all right. He can make the roster. You can play the opening riff to "Rock You Like a Hurricane." Heck yeah. Okay. Beavis and Butthead as defensemen. They would be like the Bash Brothers from the Mighty Ducks right there. If the Star Wars team, yeah, you'd have Yoda as your coach. Hell yeah. Yoda would be a kick-ass head coach. Of course, he would hop over the boards, I imagine, once in a while, like he did in Attack of the Clones. Obi-Wan Kenobi would be captain, I think. Not Luke. It'd be Obi-Wan. Yeah. Anakin at center. Well, he'd be ridiculously like fit and skilled. Luke at left with Mace at right wing. How about Darth Maul? Where does Darth Maul get in this? He would have like literally 2 hockey sticks. Puck COVID, yes, indeed. Well, Mace Windu's got to be on there too. Quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth. So great. NHL Star Wars team, Darth Vader is captain. Okay. Well, you could field 2 teams, I guess, right? I'd say like Darth Vader's captain of one team, Obi-Wan is captain of the other. And that's perfectly acceptable, Lauren. Because guess what? That'll save you endless debate and screeching with fanboys and fangirls. Street Fighter team. Okay. I'm not super skilled when it comes to Street Fighter. But yeah, Ryu is like your quintessential captain right there. Ken is your second line center. Dalsim, dude. Dalsim would be ridiculous at hockey. Think about it. You stretch your arms out like 45 feet. You don't even need to deke anybody. Blanca coming in as well. Like, think about that. That'd be vicious. Chun-Li at Chun-Li would be a good winger too. By the way, I've taken a picture before with a dude dressed up as Chun-Li. Hung Li, as he was called. And no, I didn't seek the person out. Like, he comes up to me with a couple of friends, and he's like, "Hey, let's take a picture." And I'm like, "What the?" And they're like, "Yeah, take a picture with Hung Li." And I'm like, "Oh my god, come here." It's funny as hell. Finn from Star Wars. Finn would be on the opposition, actually. And then he would defect and hop over the bench to join your team as a 2-way defenseman. NHL Street Fighter team, M. Bison is captain. Okay. Marvel hockey team, oh snap. Oh, wow. Whew. Maybe I'll talk about like an X-Men hockey team. Marvel, though, that would be a 5-hour stream right there. Damn, who the hell would be hitting me up on here? Damn, son. Oh, it's you, Crease. Hi. Oh, damn, look at this. You did the opposite. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Seattle Sockeyes. Look at this. Did you do this? This is cool. It's kind of like the colors of the Kelowna Rockets. That's beautiful. Look at this. These all get hearts from me, Mr. Crease. Lord Crease. Look at that. Black Widow as captain. There we go. Oh, and look at these jerseys. These are some nice jerseys. I don't know. I think you could probably put a little bit more like aqua or teal or whatever in the sleeves. Oh, I also like the name bars too. That's cool. Captain America is captain. He'd have to play defense, though, with that shield. Zangief is goalie. He would just spin around. Think about that. Like, he wouldn't even have to go into the butterfly. Okay. Tekken Edition. Put Kuma out there in goal. Well, anyway, guys, we are just hitting an hour and a half here. And I know we could talk about this forever, but, we can save some of our discussions for next week's stream. I do intend to have one. as I mentioned earlier, we're going to have a lot of cool jersey unboxing coming up in the next 2 weeks because these take a long time to produce, especially when I put the history in there. But these are some of my best jersey unboxings. I have one more guess the jersey that I know of with a YouTuber, one of my favorites, of course. And there will definitely be other content out there. It's just that, jerseys do really well on the channel right now, as do the streams. They're doing very well. And the Guess the Jersey videos. So I want to make sure I let those play out for a little while. And then I'll resume with some other types of videos that you have seen on this channel before. But man, I mean, it's a lot of fun making this, but damn, it takes a long, long, long time, of course. Optimus Prime would be a killer Zamboni. Hell yeah. Oh, Eddie, what's up, dude? I'm actually about to end this stream. I'm sorry to do that just as you join here. Anyway, guys, full D&D alignment chart for hockey players. Oh, dude, I might be nerdy, but I am not that level of nerdy, unfortunately. You bought 2 new jerseys that feature. Yeah, so Trev, maybe what I'll do is I might take some more like collective community submissions where everybody submits to me. Submit to me. No, like you would send 1, 2, maybe 3 jerseys, and then I can try to feature those collectively in a video. So perhaps I will have something like that on the horizon. My friends, thank you so much for joining. It's been awesome chatting with y'all. Stay safe out there, please. Puck COVID, puck you up the tush, and go Sharks 2042 Stanley Cup champions. Anyway, guys, hope everything is safe and well with you. It's been fun. I'll talk to you again real soon.